Shall we start?
Yeah.
はい、では会見始めます。まず最初に、今日の試合振り返って一言コメントをいただきます。
First of all, can you start by commenting on today's match?
Yeah, it was a very good match from my side. Really happy with the level and the win, and I think that I did all the tasks that I was trying to do very well, and I lost to him a year ago in Shanghai, so of course I was seeking my revenge and knew that I needed to step up my level from last year, and luckily I was able to, and really happy with how I managed to turn my last loss against him around and get a good win today.
はい、今日はとてもいい試合をすることができたと思います。そして、やるべきことをちゃんとできたという試合だったというふうに思います。昨年彼に上海で負けておりますので、そのリベンジといったことも考えておりましたけれども、それをするために非常にいいプレーをすることができ、そのリベンジをすることができたというふうに考えています。
では、ご質問のある方お願いいたします。はい、どうぞ。
Thank you.
With all respect, you haven't had a good result here. So, is there any specific reason that you have been struggling? Maybe I was assuming that maybe surface here is everybody said it's quite fast and the ball bounces low. So, maybe that is the reason or something?
Yeah, I think, like you said, no offense taken because I haven't done well in this tournament in the past, so I know this, but hasn't stopped me from wanting to come back. I think the tournament treats the players very well here. It's a joy to play in Japan. It's only 1 week per year, so of course I want to come and play and do my best. And really happy with getting a good result here. It shows that my game is developing in the right way, even on a fast hard court. It's still fast this year. I think they did some adjustments to the balls this year. The Yonex balls feel very well together with my Yonex racket, and it's a good feeling for me hitting the ball here this year. So even though I came quite late from Labour Cup, I've been feeling really good in practice, and it took some days, of course, to recover from the jet lag and all this stuff, but now I've been here for almost a week, and feel like my game is going better and better, so hopefully I can save some good level for tomorrow. I will need it no matter who I play, and I am really happy to turn the negative trend in terms of result here in Tokyo around and get a good couple wins.
ただいまのご質問ですけれども、失礼なことになってはいけないと思いますが、伺いたいのは、あなたはここであまりいい成績を残していないと思うんですけれども、それについて、それはやはりサーフェスのせいでしょうか、それともボールのバウンスが低いといったことでしょうか。というご質問に対して、失礼なんてことはありません。確かにおっしゃる通りに、今まであまり記録を残すことができませんでした。しかしながら、ここに来たいという気持ちはいつも持っておりまして、なぜかというと、その大会がプレイヤーたちをとても温かく迎え入れて、素晴らしく扱ってくださるということもありまして、ここに来たいと思っているからです。そして今年このようにしていい結果を残すことができ、とても嬉しく思っています。で、もしかしたらサーフェスとかはまだ少し早いですけれども、ヨネックスのボールの方が何か影響しているのではないかというふうに思います。そして特に私にとってはヨネックスのボールはヨネックスのラケットを使っておりますので、いい相性なのではないかと思います。
はい。
さっきのボールの話もしてるんですけども、チェンズ東京、上海と同じヨネックスのボールを使いますけれども、これ ATP からなんか要請がこういうふうにしてほしいっていう要請があったようなんですけれども、選手としてそういう動きはどのように感じてますか？
Getting back to the subject of the balls, we understand that ATP had asked Chengdu, Tokyo, and Shanghai to incorporate the Yonex balls. So, how do you think about that request?
I think it's good. Get some consistency when it comes to the balls. To have this Asia trip only play with one ball. I think it makes more sense than changing from week to week. Also for the players, health-wise, injury risks is lower when you have the same ball, the same weight of the ball every single, or not every single week, but 3 weeks in a row. Yeah, I think they did a good job with the balls. I'm happy that they have come to an agreement with the ATP and that they are listening to the players, because many players have complained and given their thoughts on how we can do better around the balls. And yeah, this trip for the Asia swing, it's only one ball, and that's I think great thing. And it's nice to see improvements from the structure of how things are working, and that they are listening to players and their health.
ただいまの、ご質問に対する答えですけれども、まずある一定の統一感というものがあるのは非常にいいことだと思います。そしてその ATP がそれに耳を傾けてくれたということは良かったのではないかと思います。アジアンスイングで同じボールを使うということはとても大切なことだと思いますし、選手たちにとっても良いことだというふうに思います。で、組織的に選手たちの意見に耳を傾け、そういう変更をし、そして、アジアの大会で一つの種類のボールを使うということに決定したことは素晴らしいことだというふうに思います。
他いかがですか。どうぞ。
Casper, congratulations for your victory. I come from Serbia, and actually I want to ask you about Novak Djokovic. And this is because every time in the media he talks about you, he said how great a person you are, how wonderful guy you are. So I was wondering, like, what is your relationship with him? Like, are you friends in private life, and what do you think of him?
No, that's really nice to hear from him. He's true champion, of course, of our sport, and he's the most winning. He's in the history. So to me, I've said openly in the past couple of years, I think he's the greatest of all time. I thought Roger was when he got to 20, and I thought Rafa was when he got to 22, and I now think that I'm not going to say my opinion changed, but since he has gotten to 24 and holds pretty much every other record, he is deservedly the greatest of all time. And as a person, he's also a very genuine person. He's a wise person. We all know this. He speaks 5, 6, 7, 8 languages, and a really intelligent person. So really honored that he talks this way of me. And of course, we are not best friends because he's older than me. He has his family, he has his friends, he has his generation, but he's always very kind and supportive, and that's really nice. And privately, we text every now and then, not too often, but we do every now and then. But nothing more than maybe with other players. And yeah, I would say our relationship is good. When we see each other, there's mutual respect. Of course, I have played him in some of his maybe not biggest matches, but when he made history, I was on the other side of the net, and I was there witnessing it with my own eyes. And of course, some moments it was frustrating because, of course, I also wanted to win these matches, but I had to, just accept that he was a better player and has deservedly got to where he is. And yeah, he's, of course, inevitably he will retire at some point. I hope he sticks around for a little bit more, and that he can still enjoy the sport and show and lead the way for the young players. And yeah, he's kind of the leader of the pack in a way, and everyone else coming after him are younger and try to learn from him.
私はセルビア出身ですけれども、ノバク・ジョコビッチについて彼はあなたのことをとてもいい人だ、いい選手だというふうにして 話をしていますので、彼についてあなたがどういう意見を持っているかを聞かせてください。そのようにの言葉を発してくださっていると伺い、とても嬉しく思います。彼は本当のチャンピオンだと思いますし、素晴らしい選手だというふうに思います。歴史でも一番たくさん勝利を手にした選手だと思います。最初はフェデラー選手、そしてナダル選手と思ってましたけれども、ジョコビッチ選手が明らかに一番たくさんの勝利を手にした選手だと思います。彼は5国語から6カ国語をしゃべる非常に頭のいい方ですので、そういった意味ではそのようなお言葉をいただくということは非常に名誉なことだというふうに考えます。そして今後とも彼が若い後輩などを対象としてリーダーとして、いつかリタイアするという時は来るでしょうけれども、できるだけ長くそのような活動を続けてプレーを続けてほしいというふうに思っています。
You won the tournament, although you haven't had good results here. But what do you remember the most about the tournament?
I remember it being very, very nice, a good setup for the players. First time in Japan, so I had obviously a great time. I ended up winning the tournament, and it was a really big week for me in my junior career. And I remember it was the first time I believe that I had been to Asia. Or at least this far east, and I remember still quite well how different the breakfast was in the hotel, and it was they had the best pancakes that I ever had in that hotel. So really want to go back and have that breakfast again. But yeah, it's something I still remember. It's quite interesting and funny. But I remember the tournament as being really good, and the fans being nice. They treated junior players like professionals, and it was a really good experience for juniors going there. And you got the sense that you were treated really, really as a top player, and that was nice. First kind of experience as a junior, and that made me motivated for hopefully what was to come in the future, and always made me wanting to come back to Japan.
今回、ここではあまり成績が残されておりませんけれども、10年前に大阪の大会に出場するために来日し、そこで優勝されたことを覚えておりますけれども、あなたもその大会の記憶はありますか？はい、お答えの方は、はい、とても素晴らしかったという覚えがあります。トーナメントはとてもいいトーナメントだったというふうに思います。自分にとっては多分おそらく一番初めて日本に来た時だったと思いますし、そこでジュニアとしてでも勝つことができたということは自分にとって大きな一勝ではありました。思い起こせば多分アジア、少なくともこの極東の地域までに来たのは初めてだったと思います。で、一つだけ覚えているのは朝食が西洋のものとは全く違うなということを覚えておりますが、それでもその中に入っておりましたパンケーキがいかに美味しかったかということを明確に記憶しております。そしてまた食べたいなという気持ちはいつも持ち続けております。そしてトーナメントの方はジュニアをプロフェッショナルのように扱ってくださり、そしてその時にトッププレーヤーとしてはどういう扱いを受けるのかということを見たようなことを覚えております。そしてその続きに自分のキャリアでどのようなことが起こるかということを予知する結果になったのかとも思いますので、非常に明確に覚えております。
他よろしいですか？じゃあ最後1問。Last question.
Getting back to the subject of the balls again, how are the Yonex balls different?
Well, I mean, they're not different than other balls. They bounce similar. They are made kind of similar, but all the balls have a little bit different feel in the racket. The weight might be a little bit different. The pressure might be a little different. So to me, from the first session when I came after San Francisco or the Laver Cup, it felt comfortable. You know, some balls, not many, but some balls, to me, they they don't feel that good out of the racket, so I need to do adjustments to the strings, for example, but here I didn't have to do that because I was feeling the ball, it was generating, I was creating the spin I wanted, I was creating the arc that I wanted to in the shots, so I guess we don't play with the Onyx that often in the tournaments, but here in the Asian swing it's nice to play with a local and ball that is made quite close to where we're playing, and yeah, like I said, it's the only time of the year we play with the Onyx balls, so for me it's good enough to play other tournaments, but that's not up to me, but it definitely has good feel in it, but at the same time good bounce and good, you know, benefits if you hit good and strong shots.
そうですね、何と言っていいのでしょうか、非常に似てることは、全部似てることは似てるんですけれども、ラケットに当たった時のフィーリングだというふうに言うしかないような気がいたします。それがその重さなのか、プレッシャーなのかっていうのはちょっと定かではありませんけれども、自分の経験から申し上げますと、サンフランシスコのレイバーカップから、移動しまして、初めて打った時に非常に楽な感じ、よくフィットした感じがいたしました。従いまして思ってたそのラケットのストリングの調整とかいったものが必要なく、それをしないでもスピンですとかアークですとかそういったものを希望してたように打てたということが挙げられると思います。で、アジアであるし、大会のやはりその地元、それから近くその地域で作られたものを使うということは良いのではないかと思います。もちろん他の大会ではこれを使わないわけですけれども、もし使うことができれば私自身は構わないと思います。しかしながら自分でそれは決めることができないというふうに理解しています。
はい、これで会見終わります。